Hi guys, this is Mark Teaches Music. And I still be Mark Black, and you're at my improv workshop, and I want to make this picture go up a little higher. Yeah, that's better. This is session number 39. Yeah, and today's the 26th day of June, 2023, and I want you to have fun and be awesome every day. And every day in your music too. So in this improvisation or workshop, we're trying to learn how to get better at ad-libbing and improvising. And oh my gosh, it's so, well, it is in truth. It is, yes, in truth. This is a dark green shirt. I know you can't tell, it's kind of blue in the screen here. But it's a dark green shirt. But anyway, I didn't start improvising until I was pretty old or older, and so anyway, got a lot of stuff to learn, and so we're just in here figuring stuff out and trying to get better at it. So making up great melodies, and I know that you can learn to do that even if you can just play one note or maybe two notes. Tom Jobim wrote a song called Una Nota Samba, one note samba, but it has two notes. Has two notes, so it should be duo nota samba. He messed that up. So anyway, so maybe we need two notes to have a good solo, but you can do that. So for information about lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. And there's information there about me and about lessons and how to contact us, or just, I want to read stuff. And so you're welcome to do that. And so we're not just ad-libbing here. Why is my chat disconnected? Oh, it says successfully connected. And so if you have a question or something you want to say, put it in the chat. It needs to be really good stuff, please. And let's make that a little louder, I think. Perhaps checkity check. So we're trying to get better. So I will stop from time to time and say stuff that I think is pertinent to either what I did or what could be done or whatever. And so I'll add ideas and stuff, and so we'll learn. And if you have a request for a style or an instrument, I don't by any means claim to play all the different instruments, but it's like, I remember when you played the erhu, when are you going to play that again? Kind of thing. Or, I haven't seen any Mongolian nose singing or wind singing. So I'm just saying, if you have suggestions and things you want to see and want to hear, put them in the comments and we'll try to do that. And if you miss this and miss the comment time, send me an email at mark@dallasmusiclessons. If you missed the chat there in the live stream. So, and if you like this, of course, you're supposed to hit like, and you're supposed to hit subscribe, and you click the bell for notifications, and please invite other people. And and then also, if you send me an email, I will send you the link. I'll send you a link so you can download. We do 2 songs every time, so if you want, you can say, hey, I like number 2. Could you send me that link? So if you send me an email, therefore I get your email. But I haven't sent out any emails on that thing yet, but just by the way. So I'll be glad to send you these things. And this is all either copyright free or copyright me. So I give you my permission to play that, not to copy, but to play. So listen, here's the guidelines for us improvising. And there's links in the description of the video for charts, and tells you what scales to play. And so print those out if you can. If it's too late, you follow the link and pull them up and look at them. I'm telling you that it says what scale to play in all the instruments except all the orchestral concert instruments, except nothing in F there. So for insurance, I'm sorry. You can play with the B flat side of the horn, and or is it a C side? I think it's a B flat side. And And don't just sit here and watch this video. These are guidelines. Don't just sit and watch. Now you can, but if you're trying to improvise, you need to jump in and do it, including making mistakes. And that sounds terrible. And you send me a question. You say like, you said it's in D. I'm trying D. It's not working. And so figure out what's wrong. And that sounded really cool what you did, or that sounded really lame what you did. Why is that? And so by asking questions, we get better and learn and experiment. And then the same thing with don't just sit there. Playing in your ears, telling yourself like that was terrible, that was boring, that was amazing. How did you do that? How did you do that? And don't be put off by styles and stuff. Like I've said, I'll probably say this forever, but some of these tracks I make up, and like, oh, this is so cool, and then I get in here playing it, and it's like, well, that's kind of lame. But they do have purposes, and we learn things, and I want you to make it an amazing song, and I want me to make it an amazing song by our great ad-libbing. And I just want to comment, music is about all music, not just ad-libbing. It's about contrast of tension and resolution. It was exciting. It's amazing. How did he do that? How did whoever do it? The music we're listening to a symphony. And this was relaxing and comfortable. I was expecting that. So you have this balance. And even the most aggressive music in the world, unless it's utterly exactly the same thing repetitive, whether it's super fast or super slow, super dissonant or super consonant, unless it's exactly the same thing, it's got these high and low points. And that's why music is interesting. So again, when it's your turn, though, when it is your turn, so don't play when it's not your turn, because it's go back and forth, me and you. And the reason is just to gather your thoughts. What would you like to do? Maybe I'm doing something that might be instructive or helpful or interesting, and you might want to play off of it. Oh, that was cool, and just try to follow it up. That's a great idea. But when it's your turn, jump right in. Again, nobody can hear you. So we're going to listen to each chart and remember the thing before we play. And remember, you should do that with the other things that you play. Now, being recently watching Snarky Puppy and Corey Wong, and then before that, it was the Tonight Show Band as an example. I mean, so those people must read and must read well, because they're getting new songs, and there's a great deal of complexity in the songs, and new songs constantly. So it can't be just like, oh, I played this since I was 6. It's more like I saw this tonight, and we were performing it tonight. And so you have to read well. But what we're doing, and what most bands, 90%, 98% of bands, do not play stuff that's like that. What they're playing is stuff that most bands have a book. We have these songs that we play. Most songs, and they call it their book, even if it's not a book. And or they're playing songs they love, that kind of thing. So their ear knows the song. So we are going to listen to these songs. And remember to listen to songs that you want to play with outside of this. It gives you the insight of what's going on. So anyway, and then let's see if there's anything else. So if you're ad-libbing, if we're ad-libbing so something's too hard, then go back. There's sessions in each of these, not each of these, but there's probably 10 sessions that have songs that just are in one key, use one scale. This only has one scale, and the first song only has one scale, and only uses the key of C. All the notes in that song are in the key of C, and so, for example, there's plenty of songs like that. And then again, this chart not the chart of the song, but it says the song's in C. Here's how to play in C, and it would be transposed for B flat instruments. It would be transposed for E flat instruments. And then when you feel like you're secure, you can move on to harder videos. And if you're stuck, you should sing to prime the pump. So, for example, this first song is called, where's that first song? It's called Meteor. A great name. If I say so myself. Cool name. And it sounds like this. Well, let's listen to it. Let's see if I get it loud enough. I think it's supposed to be a clap. Maybe it's supposed to be somebody breaking a bunch of reeds. Listen to the chord changes. We're trying to absorb the chord changes. Now, if you got the chart in front of you, then it's like, those chords change. There's the A minor. Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm trying to pull up the right thing here for you guys to look at. So here we go. C. There's the C. Listen to it. Then it goes up to E minor. Bum. You're trying to absorb that. How's that sound? And then it goes bum, A minor. Then it goes to G. Goes back to C. D, O, C, D minor, C. I'll stop talking because I can't find what I'm trying to find and say that. There it is. Trying to get this all set up super cool. There, that's what I'm looking for. I'm fixing this, changes to something wonderful. You'll be so excited. There it is. Okay, I didn't go to sleep. All right, I'm going to change this shot here. Sorry, I want to see those chords. Okay, now, the point is, I was trying to say about the thing about using your ear, using your voice. So if I'm stuck, I would go, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I try to find that on my instrument. Ba-da-dee-da-doo-dee, ba-da-da-da-da. Da-dee-da-da-da. I try to find these things. Just a few notes to get positioned, we could say, get some ideas, get the ideas flowing. So let me stop that, and we're going to play. And let's see, I still don't like that picture, but I'm going to play the bass. And since I'm playing the bass, I want you to be able to see my neck, not my neck, but the neck of the bass. And let's find that. There it is. Okay, well, this is, all things considered, this is not quite as together as I thought. But anyway, the first song, I'm playing the bass. I hope I won't hear that sound a lot. Not one of my favorites. And let's see, I'm trying to get this shot so it works. This needs to be farther away because I have a great big gigantic fat bass, and I'm going to be holding my gigantic fat bass like this, and so we need to get that so that does this. Yeah, okay, that looks all right, and we'll do that. And well, that's not my favorite shot, but I think that'll work. Okay, here we are. Don't you see that I have a bass? Sorry, I already did do this. Okay, so let's start. Here's our song. And it's this song Meteor, like I said. And so we're trying to get epic, thoughtful. And let me move this over here a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, there we go. So let's start it. And remember, this is my turn first. I don't have any idea what we're going to do. Oh, there it is. There's the chart. Your turn. Play along. Think of something that would sound good, that you would like. Anticipate. Here comes the one chord, home bass, home bass. Back to the one. I don't think it sounded like that earlier with those jumps. So you have to ignore them. Okay, that's Myron's turn. Your turn. Okay, my turn. Still you. Make it work. My turn. Your turn. Still your turn. This is supposed to be really pretty, kind of ooey gooey. So you're playing long things. You can play fast things, but you're trying to hit the mood. And here's the middle C, the third line. There's the D minor. Yeah, there's A minor. Bottom line, C. Okay, now just want to mention, in no sense do you have to do this. What I said is this is the key of C, and you can use the C scale. It's just not can use, should use the C scale. All those chords, every single chord there. The D minor uses D, F, A. The A minor uses A, C, E. The F major 7 uses F, A, C, E. For example, all of those notes are in the C scale. There's not a note there that's not in the C scale. So the C scale. All the notes in the C scale work. So if you can play a C scale, that will work. If you B flat instrument, D scale, saxophone, A scale, E flat saxophone, A scale. Now, however, because it's ooey gooey, we have another major scale called the Lydian, and that would sound like this. Now that sounds weird, but listen to how that would sound just for a moment. This is just if you wanted to. Here, just. Sorry. I wasn't expecting this part, sorry. Not here, a D minor. Let me do it purely over the C comes the C chord. So the Lydian mode, some people call it, what do they call it? Like the movie mode or something. It's in a lot of movie themes and stuff. Very epic sounding, and it's just I said that all these notes here in the key of C. The C Lydian with the raised fourth, raising the fourth scale would be C, D, E, F, and make it an F sharp. So C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C. Those are the notes of the G scale. So, for example, you could play the G scale. However, right there where you see the D minor, the second chord in the third line, and the second chord in the fourth line, that chord uses a an F. You use most of these chords. Oh, I'm sorry. Also the F chord there at the end of the third line. So when the F is being played, you don't want to use the Lydian, but specifically on the C, it sounds pretty cool. I don't think I did it too well because I'm not assimilating the place where we are. I had trouble getting this song together because, anyway. Here's our D minor. Just wanted you to hear it one more time. Waiting for this C to come. Should be the third line. Go ahead, I'll keep going. Your turn. It's going to go to the D minor. Here's the D minor. Back to A, now to A minor. Just a sound. You're listening for the sound. Back to F. Now to C. 1. D minor. The A minor sound. C, top. E minor. We could arpeggiate. Stop it there. Okay, so anyway, there's a few, just talking about the song, the song itself, is a few ambiguities, places where it's just kind of like, what, not quite as defined as I'd like for it to be, to know where we're supposed to be. So it's a little hard in a few places to figure out, bang, here's where we're supposed to be. So let's go back to first this view and then to this view, and that'll work. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. So anyway, a cool song to me. Cool, like I said, new agey, ooey gooey. Have to make it ooey gooey, right? We want it to be ooey gooey. The music is ooey gooey, so we have to accept it and be like, okay, that's how I'm playing. Okay, now the second song is called Blush. And it is an R&B song. And let's look at the chart. It basically goes from G to B flat major, both majors. And in an effort to make things simple, I am frequently going to be like, why is that saying that? I don't want to see that. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. So I'm frequently going to be like, hey, I'm going to refer to, let's say, E minor. I'd be like, okay, that's G, and E minor is G. The same notes as G, and the emphasis changes. It's not quite the same emphasis. So anyway, this song here, around here, is called Blues, and so I can adjust this, I think. I'm trying to remember what it is. And let's see, I can adjust it somehow to make it. Oh yeah, this is, that's right. I call it soloing when I write out the keys to use. And you can see on this song, I'm going to scoot it up so we can see everything. We can see it all. Is there more to it? Okay. So you can see that this song starts in G. Let's listen to it. And here it is. And so it starts off in G. G. And that's B flat. That's the 2 and the 5 of B flat. So that's B flat. Back to G. 2 and 5 of B flat. So we're using the B flat scale. That stays in B flat. Now check this chord out right here. Still B flat. There's that B flat thing again. It's going to go back to G. There's B flat. And it's coming back to the top. And let me pause it. So you can see this, look at this chart in front of me. And that's what I mean by solo. I'm sorry. Frequently I forget to change so you guys can see what you need to see. But the deal is here is that we're saying that you see the scale written up here in blue. It's right up there, the G, then it goes to B flat, for that length of time. And so the first two measures of 1, 2, the first, the second, the fifth and sixth lines is G. But then the rest of the song is in B flat, with the exception of these D7 chords, which sound like you're in G. And I wrote the notes here. Now I'm going to sing on this song, and I want to say that, man, that D7 thing tricked me every time, because it sounds like you're going. If it went to G, I was fine, because my ear wants to go to G from the D7, which is the 5 of G, pointing to G, but it doesn't go to G, it goes back to B flat. So I kept eating my lunch, and it's probably going to eat me lunch now, but I can stand to lose a little weight. So by eating, he'll eat my lunch, see, and I'll lose weight. So let's listen to it one more time with this chart in front of you, and I want to point out the chords. And here we go. This is just listening to it. There's the G, ba 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 ba, B flat, ba, and back to G. Ba 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 ba, B flat, and here it goes to B flat. Ba 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 ba. Same notes. Ba 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 ba. And here's this funny chord, the D7, funny ear-wise. Back to B flat, E flat. I'm trying to get you to listen to it. There's the sound. This time he gives us the path. He does go 2 measures. Y'all can tell me how that sounds. There's C minor and there's F sus7, pointing back to B flat, but it didn't go to B flat. I think that's the end of the song. Yep, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna ad-lib. Here we go. Your turn, start at the top. G. G. Back to G. That's B flat. That's B flat right there. And there. Now we get to B flat. That's still B flat. This is still B flat. Now this, D7, or arpeggiate. If you want to use a G scale, you can, but it's back to B flat. This is line 5 from the G. And G again. And here's the deceptive, but it's my turn now, and I go. Your turn. Throw yourself into it. Try to make your body move. To feel the beat. There's back to G. And B flat. Third line. Here's that D7, B flat, D7 again. This time it takes us on to G. You're like, yeah, that's where I was expecting to go. Back to B flat. Back to the G. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now I'm gonna stop. It's gonna be your turn in a second. But before we give you another turn, I want us to state, if you're either listening to me as an instrumentalist, singing with my voice, that's how people usually sing, or you're a vocalist and actually trying to do what I'm doing, I want to say that, you know, in a regular, this is an R&B, I think I call it smooth jazz. It's you know, it's close. They're very closely related, depending on the time period. So anyway, the point there is that, so in this song, and songs like this, if we were actually singing a song, there would be words and including a lick. So if I had just sang, what she does, send her roses just because. If I had just sung that, let me get to the, I go, I just sung Love 100 ways, and then I would take this time, and I would go in, I would say, love her today, yeah. I'll be singing this stuff like I'm singing now without any words, because we don't have any words, you know, there's no words to imitate or to follow or say this is, you know, he's mad because she left him, or he's mad because he can't love her more, and thus informing sounds. I'm having to scat, which is in, you know, in y'all know jazz, in scatting in jazz is singing, making, improvising with your voice. And the thing is, it's a little bit of a you know, shoots what I'm doing instead of like what I'm trying to do. Say I'm improvising, and if this is the real song I was doing, this would be applied with adding some words in there. You know, I was saying it. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, baby, yes I do. Ooh, yes I do. Ooh. This is our song, you know, if I had some words, but I don't have any words to work with. So I'm just saying everything we're doing, or most of the things I'm doing, would apply directly to a regular rock song, even country songs, totally. I think it works the best in, let's say, black gospel or R&B. It's about exactly what I'm doing, because that's what this song is. We're basing this ad-lib off of the song, which is kind of an R&B song, right? R&B / smooth jazz. So I'm taking it. It's your turn, and you're starting at the head on the G and G. Flat part. B flat. tell you what to do. Bottom line on the G. G major, ba 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 do ba do ba do ba do ba do. B flat, ba ba do ba do ba do ba do. That's my turn. Be li bi ba da da ba da da ba do ba da da ba do. Be ba ba da ba do ba 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 do ba 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 do ba do ba do da 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 da. Oh oh oh. Yeah, yeah, oh, don't you know I love you, baby? I love you so. Whoa, 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 I think we're at the top. Now it's your turn. Go ahead and take it. That's B flat. Come on now, play for me. There's your G again. This should be the B flat part. Nope. Yes. Sorry, yes. There's the E flat. Still B flat. You got it. And there's that D7. Bum, bum, bum. D minor. Just, I'm only saying it for you to hear it. G. Go to B flat. Back to G. And B flat. And that's the end of the song. I don't particularly love that ending, but it's adequate. Okay. All right, so we're we've ended the improvised session of a part of our thing. Part of Mark teaches music and the improv. So now we're at the to play and sing question and answer, Q&A. So all your questions about music, and I've said many, many times, I reserve the right to say I don't know. There's a lot of things I do know and a lot of things I don't know. And so we're, trying to, answer questions about improvising, about practicing, about performing, about playing in a group, anything about your instrument. If I play your instrument or know anything about it, I know things about instruments. Some instruments I don't play, and other things I know nothing about. But last week we were talking about how to. We were talking about. What is this? This is not. Yes, give me some response here, Mr. Man. There we go. So last week we were talking about how to figure out what patterns to play, strumming patterns, accompaniment patterns, rhythm patterns. And we just got to the bass, and I was essentially kind of intimidated because I was, and they did do it, not a copyright violation, but like you can't get. It's not like I'm monetized or anything, but it's like okay, you played 3 songs, and so I finally figured out over this week, like Mr. Doofus, I finally figured out, hey, just use these tracks. Because a lot of them are just like songs that we'd want to play. This particular one is not, but most of them are things that we'd want to play. So anyway, so the point was, we had the piano. We didn't do the piano. We did do the guitar. And so I'm looking here for questions. but I have this question from last week about how do I figure what pattern to play when I'm listening to a song. Now, and I haven't. There may be something. I don't know what it would be. The definitive way of finding out what pattern to play, and you're listening to a song. I don't know what it would be. The only thing I know to do is basically play many songs. I said this last week. Play many songs. Use the patterns you know, and then as you're listening to the song, you're trying to think what should I do. So I'm just going to randomly pick a song. Here's some country song here, and some of them I remember how they go, and some of them I don't. I remember how this one goes. I'll just click on it, just get some sound going. So this is a country song, and we'll do the guitar since it's. Now you can hear that that is. I don't care about the chords right now. We're talking about, okay, I'm a guitarist. I'm fixing to get a guitar, and I'll have to use this classical. There's an acoustic up there. I guess I can get to it. The deal is, it's just I'm saying. So I'm listening to this song. Here, if I didn't know how to do a rhythm pattern, what would I do? So, and first thing I would do, I'm listening to this, and I can tell there's a lot. There's two guitars, and they're both picking. And maybe you can get a similar sound with your pick as you can with your fingers. So they may be using their fingers to do it. They may be using a pick to do it. I'm gonna look at the. I'm not gonna plug in. We'll just let the vocal mic work enough. So. I think I'm going to use this acoustic guitar instead of the classical for to be closer to what most people would be playing, and it'll also sound a little more, not in several styles, rock. The acoustic guitar is the guitar to choose if you don't have if you don't know what you want. If you don't have a strong, I really love heavy metal, or I really love folky stuff or whatever. None of that's wrong either. And I'm doing this. What a great shot! This is a very good shot. So I'm listening to this, and I'm just saying. So I'm not going to try and get exactly what they're doing. So it was a C chord. So I'm just pointing. I can get. So, and I can get a similar sound with my pick going. This is my pick, right? I'll not. Guitarists use all fingers. They use just the pick, or they use a mix of. So I want you to see I did it with my fingers, then I did it with the pick, taking the place of my thumb, and I could also do something kind of like it with my pen. Okay, so I'm just stating I could do a pretty good, one can just listen, and he's like, okay, I hear these individual strings, but let's just say you're not used to that, picking individual strings, you're used to strumming. So what I'm hearing is, I want you to, your thinking is, hey, hey Jeffrey, and hey Tom, that said earlier. So hear this, we hear the drums, first we need the beat, then we hear the drums. So we hear those drums, and they're giving us an idea. So I'm just showing you, I'm going, let me change. Okay, so I'm just talking about some things, some ideas. You don't need to look at this like each song is specific. You're looking at it like, oh, we're just trying to get a feel. So first I'm going, down, chicka, chicka, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And if you miss a stroke you meant to hit, and you hit a stroke you meant to miss, it doesn't matter. It makes you sound cooler. like you knew to do that. So don't worry about it, but I'm going down, skip, down, up, skip, up, down, up, which I call the eagle shunt. The other thing I'm doing is I'm trying to make it sneaky. This sounds kind of sneaky, kind of cute. So I'm doing a palm mute on my pick. That means I'm keeping the back of my hand, this part of my hand, on the very back of the strings, so it makes it kind of short. Muted. And again, at the moment I'm talking about strumming. And so let me just grab another song here. And this is, I don't have charts for these, so I'm just saying I have no idea if I'm doing them right. But let's try this guy. Oh. And I don't care. I'm not caring about the details of this, right? What key is this song? So I'm not trying to get what he's doing. Wow, that is so loud in my ears. Killing me. This is the drum, dum, dum, ch, 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 ch. So, here's another song. So I'm listening to, I hear it is kind of sneaky as well. So I got a little palm mute going on there too. And so what I'm getting mostly is going which is the skip strum. I'm just going down, skip, down, up, 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 down, skip, down, up. Ignore the chords. We're really talking about the right hand here. So I go on. I guess I'm not doing that, am I? And ignore the chords. So I'm going, well, got my palm mute going. So, and I hear the guy, he's going, ding, 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 ding. So I'm trying to pick up some of that. And also he's picking up and pushing the beat. Means that he's going, da, ba, 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 ba. That chord's coming in early. And maybe one of the other ones is too. And again, I'm going to punch through a couple of other songs. Let's see. I will hit this as R&B Soul Groove. So let's try that. I have no idea what this sounds like. Oh, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Here, I'm listening to that. I'm not doing that. It's not wrong. I'm not after that. Go. Hear that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So what would I do? There's somebody going. He's just strumming the chords. So here I could do this. says flat 9, but that doesn't hear flat 9. Okay, so let me stop that. I'll do one more, but my point was only to say, because it boom. So that was pretty close. I'm saying you're using your ear and you're saying I can do stuff. Now all you should look at that is it's like the world's slowest strum. I can do that. You can do that. Maybe. Oh, why didn't that sound right? Okay, so now let's try one more. This is rock, acoustic, La La Land, punk, Duncan Punkers. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, nothing to that. Nothing to punk. Most punk. I don't mean it's dumb. I just mean the guy's just going downstrokes. So he's going. I can't see it. Is that a B flat? Oh, chords are really tiny. So, just for example, this punk / aggressive up in your face, you know, it is mostly punk sound. So that stuff is nothing. It's a sound, and most of it, you know, hey, we rock and roll. That sound is just a bunch of downstrokes on eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. That's easy. And you're just grasping that. Let's just see if there's anything else more insightful. Let's try one more. Well, look at that. Well, I was going to try to do. Well, last week we did a song called Meteor Plaything. Let's look at that real quick, because that's like America. A lot of people really like that sound. So the guitars. Talk about that real quick. That's just I call that the choke strum. I don't know if there's some better name for it. And I am going basically down, up, and hitting the strings. My pick ends up in this area right here. So I get this percussive sound. So it doesn't have to be, it can be. So I'm not trying to say, what I'm trying to say is there's just so many different possible strums and many different ways. However, they boil down to sort of mixes of, I don't know, 10 techniques or something that you can add. Now, there is one, let me just see here, one other question. Tom says, live long and prosper. Okay, I see, where is that? Yeah, that's right there. Yeah, one other question. Okay, the last question is, how do you fix a broken tuba? Now, people are asking me this all the time. How do you fix a broken tuba? And very important question. I wish to get to that. All the tuba fans. Well, you fix a broken tuba with a tuba glue, and that's what fixes broken tubas is tuba glue. Okay, so I'm Mark Black. This is Mark Teaches Music. I want to remind you, if you want more information about lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. You can email me with any questions about anything at mark@dallasmusiclessons. If you send me your email, and you'll need to ask me. If you just want to ask a question and you don't want one of the tracks, that's fine. But if you want one of the tracks, either one, just tell me which one you want, and send me your email. I will send you one of those tracks or give you a link so you can download it. And let's see. So as always, I want you to have fun, and I'll see you next week. Or will I? Oh, gosh. That's an interesting question. But anyway, I'll see you Tuesdays at 7:45. I want you to have fun. I want you to be awesome.